award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over and USJ multi-cam and graphics. BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road.
Good afternoon and welcome to the beautiful facilities of the USJ Lady Bruins softball team. As in the region, that's West Region 5, between the Tipton Rosemark Lady Rebels and the USJ Bruins. This game is really for supremacy in the district. Both games have games left, but USJ won a 2-0 battle over the Tipton Rosemark ladies at their place. And today we're going to have another one under cloudy skies. It's 81 degrees in Jackson, and the sun might pop out every once in a while. The wind is gusting up to 20, and if you see some of our great shots here, and we have all kinds, multiple cameras, we're going to be on YouTube today, and you can call friends that might be looking for us elsewhere. It'll be fed later to the Facebook pages of USJ and, of course, the BallGame Blitz and Worthy Road Studios. But YouTube action, great coverage, high definition, the whole gumball that you want, and that's what they're playing for, as you've seen in some of those movies where the announcers, I believe John Candy was one saying, they're playing for the whole gumball. And okay, and we're going to take a timeout, take a quick picture of a couple of starting lineups, and we'll be back with more on the USJ Lady Bruin Network and Worthy Road Studios.
When your home needs attention, experience matters. For over 70 years, families have trusted Garrett Plumbing and Heating to keep their homes comfortable, running smoothly, and ready for the seasons ahead. From cooling installation and maintenance to dependable plumbing repairs, our team brings generations of knowledge into every home we serve. When you want work done right and done with care, call Garrett Plumbing and Heating. 731-668-3339. That's 731-668-3339.
At Chuck Hutton Nissan, every vehicle's on the clock because our goal is simple. No car stays on the lot for more than 21 days. That's right, 21 days to find a buyer, make a deal, and move it on down the road. That means larger inventory, more incentives, and faster deals. If it's on the lot, it's going fast because at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson, 21 days is the goal. Come see us at Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 82 on Van Drive, Jackson.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Personalize your style at Kaufman's Design Center. From fabric to finish, you choose the details so it's made to order just for you. Consult with a Kaufman's Design Team expert today. Relax, you're home.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
On a great day for softball here in Jackson, Tennessee. First place on the line in the regular season and also positioning in the tournament. USJ beat the Tipton Rosemark Lady Rebels 2-0 in their first meeting, as Fair threw a one-hitter in that game. And tonight may be the same pitching matchups. We know Fair is going to pitch, and it looks like that Howe, and we will, Laney Howe, a senior, will pitch for them. We are just now getting the starting lineups for these two fine teams, and these teams have several wins. I know that we play again tomorrow, we being USJ against TCA. I believe Tipton Rosemark has already beaten TCA twice. They've got some more district games. Both teams still have to play Jackson Christian. And but this season, as far as regular season winding down, and district play, what you do, you don't have a district tournament. You go against the other region in Division II. A little bit different than those of you that are ready for D1. The Lady Bruins come into this contest 15-4-1. The Lady Rebels come into this game 22-6, and one of those 6 losses, as we've told you, is to USJ. We expect a low-scoring and possibly low number of hits games. Errors will be important, not walking people. I know that Howe can throw a curved screwball type pitch that she doesn't throw the rise ball much. She can throw it as she throws a fastball and a changeup. Fair has a full assortment of pitches. Her rise ball really moves. She works on those corners, nibbles, then she'll jam you inside. So 2 fine pitchers going there. We are getting ready. It's 5:26, supposed to be a 5:30 first pitch thrown. Let's see. We're going to hold it here while we're trying to write a little bit. And the umpires are here. I've not seen this umpiring crew, and in a few moments we'll be having the national anthem. I know Paul is putting up an extra camera for this game. This game is very important. Of course, Worthy Road Studios, the finest in broadcasting, always tries to put multiple cameras out there, and there'll be an exchange of the starting lineups in a few moments. And, of course, we have only got the pink copy of the lineups, which is a little harder to see sometimes. Let's see if we can give you the Tipton Rosemark starting lineup. Looks like Sprinkle is going to start off. We'll give last names this go around, get you the first names. Hitting in the second spot will be Sykes. Howell, the pitcher, will be hitting third. The catcher, Pickett, will hit fourth. Kroll, I believe, and I hope I've got her name right. Coach Sanfrantello tried to help me with that. Kroll will be playing second and hitting fifth. In the sixth spot will be Reagan Chipman, the first baseman. Zadie Rayburn is playing center field, hitting seventh. And Rogers, and this one, there's more than one Rogers, so this is Brentley Rogers, is in the eighth slot playing left field. In the ninth slot, Bailey Rogers, and she is the designated player. In the flex position playing right field will be Riley Chipman. And that will be the starting lineup. Ground rules being gone over at the present time. Let's see if we can give you very quickly the USJ starting lineup. Leading off is Kinsley Brady in the second spot. In center field is Maddie Polk. The shortstop, Halen Ayers, hits third. L.K. Prater will be catching today and cleaning up. In the fifth spot, Lauren Raines, and she'll be playing first base. Emerson Fair hits in the sixth spot. She'll be pitching. Reese-Ann Sykes hitting seventh and playing right field. Does a great job out there. Hitting in the eighth spot, the second baseman, Ella Davis. And batting ninth, Tegan Timberlake. She'll be playing third base today. The last time we were here, she played first, and L.K. Prater played the third base slot. Raines caught, but gone back to the lineup we're most familiar with. So Brady will be leading off, and we didn't tell you, but she is in left field. Does a good job out there. And we are just waiting for action. The coaches, Johnny Sanfrantello, who's also AD at Tipton Rosemark and has coached softball for several years now. Joel Ayers, who has coached it not only at USJ but other places. And he's had his team in the state tournament. We honored the 2010 and 12 state championship team. But those 4 years period through that time, those kids, the other years they didn't win it, they were the state runner-ups, and people forget that. This is a storied program, been to the state tournament a bunch of times. Symmetrical field, great playing surface, the improvements. And I tell you what, the USJ crew that takes care of the fields and things like that, so whether it be soccer, baseball, football, basketball court, they do a magnificent job of taking care of that. Brandon Polk, of course, is Coach Ayers' assistant. Brandon works hard, likes that travel ball during the summer. And his daughter is Maddie Polk that will play for UTM, and they're getting a good one there. LK Prater going to Delta State. And, of course, Halen Ayers is Joel Ayers' daughter. And, of course, I saw her mother, Ashley McElhenney Ayers, who is one of the all-time greats at Gleason. But, folks, you should have seen her play at Vanderbilt. And she was, some people say, a crackerjack point guard, a dandy point guard. She was great. And she has actually been a head coach some. She's Joel's assistant in basketball. But she actually coached a semi-pro type basketball team while in Nashville, Tennessee. And she's a pretty fair athlete. She and I were talking about shooting. I've gotten too old in my 70s to shoot very much, but she still shoots every day. And I'm going to tell you what, I'd put my money on her in a one-on-one contest with a lot of folks. But we're here for softball. And like I said, the going over the ground rules and all that's taking a little longer than we're usually used to. And, of course, Jacob Taylor is going to be my great producer, director. Does just a little bit of everything, though. Besides that, Paul Schultz is here. Multiple cameras are here. That wind has died down again. We had a few sprinkles a few minutes ago, but it was nothing serious. If we were going to have some serious rain, it would have been earlier. According to the Weather Channel and the National Weather Service, we'll have some cloudy skies and things off and on. Matter of fact, the sun may come out around 6 p.m. again. I don't know if the clouds will completely break. And at game time, the temperature is going to be 81 degrees. And I tell you what we're going to do. Let's watch them introduce the teams, and then we'll take a timeout for the national anthem. And we're not sure about the exact starting time because I've got 5:32, so a couple of minutes behind. And as we did, Sprinkle will be leading off for them. Hal, the pitcher, will be. And maybe you can pick that up. If you can't, we'll tell you a little bit about it.
Batting ninth, Rayburn. Batting sixth, Rogers.
And as we told you, one of the Rogers batting sixth. Now they'll introduce the USJ Lady Bruins.
Now for your USJ Bruins. Playing left field, Kinsley Brady.
Brady in left field.
Center fielder, Matty Pope.
Pope always hitting second. Halen Ayers hitting third and shortstop. Prater catching today.
First base, Warren Raines.
Raines at first.
The pitcher, Emerson Fair.
Emerson Fair on the mound today.
Right fielder, Reesam Sykes.
Sykes will be hitting seventh.
Ella Davis. And your third baseman, Tegan Timberlake.
Tegan Timberlake at third base. And Ella Davis hitting eighth and at second. But let's take time out for the national anthem. We'll be back after this.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce? An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Hey folks, David McCoy here with my little buddy Gizmo. Hey, it's springtime outside and it's time to get those air conditioners ready for summertime. Join our Real McCoy's Club and get big discounts on all our repairs. Our techs are vocationally trained and can advise you on any replacement with a new Daikin air conditioner. Keeping customers cool for 45 years is what we do. So let the Real McCoy take care of all your air conditioning and plumbing needs.
Back here ready for warm-up tosses and a few tosses around the infield. Tipton Rosemark bats first. This is a D2 game, Class 1A, or Division II, Class 1A, and this is West District 5. We'll be going to our game changer feed in here in just a few moments. Told you earlier the Bruins, Emerson Fair struck out 13 the last time these two teams met. Fair gave up 1 hit and no runs in that contest. Very strong performance. Strong left-handed pitcher. She'll be going against a right-handed pitcher today. And let's see if we can get game changer ready. It's a big aid in some of these games. And the Tipton Rosemark game. And we'll see what happens with that, but we'll be ready anyway. Sprinkle comes up to the plate. She's hitting .429. She's a senior left-hander. We'll see if she's a slap hitter. And, of course, there is a defense for slap hitting that you can play. Usually you're in at third playing for that, and sometimes the shortstop will shorten up a little bit. The left fielder will come in. Straight away is Pope in center. Prater catching. Rains at first. She steps up a step. Davis at normal depth. Right fielder Sykes at normal depth. Towing the pitching plate is Emerson Fair. The first pitch. Rise ball goes a little high. 1-0 count. Ready for pitch number 2. Fair's pitch. Swung on and she was hitting away. There was no slapping to that one. So 1-1 count. Fair checking her armband with the code for each pitch. From the circle, that one rose a little high out of the strike zone. May have been a little wide, too. Prater did a good job shifting over there. 2 balls, 1 strike in an important district contest for supremacy. Tipton Rosemark can tie it up. There's a swing and a miss, and that one had a little extra juice. That might have been the Von Ryan Express coming down there, named for Nolan Ryan. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and if USJ wins, they take dominant control over this district, barring an unforeseen loss. Open stance employed here by Sprinkle. It'll run it to 3-2 as she tried to work her outside. Sprinkle, a senior. We've seen her play before. Very good. A lot of noise coming out of the Tipton Rosemark dugout. Enthusiasm. This one fouled off out of play. So we'll do it again. Count holds at 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. We're in the top of the first. Wind blowing towards left center field a little bit. We'll try to get you a wind gauge count on this. Wished we had a gun to measure the speed of the 2 pitchers. Both throw really good fastballs. Here's the pitch. Popped up, but going to be fouled off the screen. Prater looks to give chase, and there was no way. The way that one was spinning, it almost bored a hole in the screen. And these are brand new screens, too. Good ones. Actually, we can see better this year than we could last year through them. The 3-2 pitch again on the way. Fouled off again, and now we've had 7 pitches thrown. And you want to try to get out of each inning throwing no more than 10 to 12 pitches. You'll take 15 max, but that mounts up after a while. Of course, the underhand motion of softball pitchers is much easier on the arm than the baseball. The 3-2 pitch. Fair's ready. Comes to the plate. That one a little high and walks her, so the Tipton Rosemark has a runner on. No outs. Number 11, Peyton Sykes, a freshman, but she's hitting .333, left-handed hitter, and she looks like she can bunt or slap either one. Her feet a little different if you'll check her stance. She's taking all the way, and boy, that one burned in there on that outside corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Sprinkle got a good jump down at first base. And she is ready to run. The muscles poised. An 0-1 pitch from Emerson Fair on its way. She's running. That was the slap attempt. Will Ayers get her? They say that she barely got under by a millimicron or an eyelash of a gnat. So a stolen base and a runner's in scoring position. And again, walks and errors are going to play a part in this game. You've got to keep runners off base, each team does, to win this game. Now with an 0-2 count to Sykes. Let's see if Fair wastes a pitch or throws her a temptation pitch, if you prefer that term. Swing and a miss. And first strikeout, and also the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, Lainey Howe, who's in a position to help herself. She's a right-handed hitter, hitting .365. She's a senior. Fair checks the dugout, checks her armband, rechecks the dugout. And a swing and a miss. I had an announcer I worked with one time used to use the phrase cooking with gas when you threw one by him like that. Not really 100% sure other than I know the fastball got by. Shows bunt. I think she's drawing back, although they may lay it down. She is. She's drawing back. This one fouled off the fist for the second strike. Fair ahead in the count, 0-2 with a runner at second, and that's where she'd like to leave. That runner is at second base. Outfield straight away. Brady a little in left field. Normal position for Pope in center field. Just about had her tempted, but a good effort by Lainey Howell to hold up. And remember, she's a .365 hitter. As a team, Tipton Rosemark hits .371. They're one of the better offensive teams. The only game they've really had trouble with their offense was against USJ. The 1-2 pitch from the circle. Swung on and may have foul tipped it, missed. Doesn't matter. Still a strikeout, second out. So coming up to the plate's number 12. That is the catcher, Pickett. She's a sophomore, hits .290. Fair cranks, comes from the circle. And a strike, 0-1. And remember, we call it a circle in softball. Somebody asked me about that leaving the ballpark the other night. Never call it a mound. If I do, send me a text, say, Coach, you goofed. It is the circle. You see the nice pitching lane out there, and that's very proper, well used in college and coming into high school good. This one fouled off for an 0-2 count. It's out of play. Pickett, the .290 hitter, wearing number 12. Kroll on deck. Infield at normal depth. You don't want to let the ball get through. If you can't make a play, keep the ball in the infield if it's a ground ball. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, striking out the side. In the top of the first for Tipton Rosemark. No runs, no hits, no errors, one person left on base. The end of a half inning of play. It's Tipton Rosemark nothing with USJ coming to bat. We'll take a timeout.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Back for the bottom of the first here. No score in that top half of the inning. And, of course, Brady will lead off for the USJ Bruins going against Laney Howe. Brady hitting .276. USJ is a team hitting .336 overall, so the team's relatively close in how they hit. And Brady is very capable of slapping, and she walks up, and the umpire says he likes that one for strike one. Right fielder shading the right field line a little bit straight away and left and center. Third baseman up, first baseman even with the bag, shortstop and second normal depth. And a swing and a miss for strike two. So a lot of strikes been thrown in this inning. Both pitchers. Remember that Fair struck out the side. She's got 3 Ks now. The 0-2 pitch, high. And that was one of those that, and every once in a while she does throw a rise ball. It's more the fastball, and you hold it a little longer. And straight fastball, or really good pitch. She's got a curve, a changeup, and a screwball. This one hit to the third baseman, over to first, and that's sprinkled to Chipman for the first out in the inning.
Now batting number 11, Maddie Pope.
So score that 5-3. One out in the inning. Maddie Polk coming up there. Maddie batting over 400. We'll give you some exacts in a couple of moments. Polk's got 8 doubles and a triple to go along with this. But Polk hitting .459. And she's going to go, her average will go up as she singles to left field. And that is what you want out of your number 2 hitter. She can place it to all fields, but very adept at slap hitting. This will bring Halen Ayers up there. And, of course, Halen hitting over 600. I think 605, has 6 home runs on the season. USJ has 9 home runs. Howe checks her armband, comes to the plate. The ball gets away. It was outside, and so a runner at advanced second. That has to be a pass ball. Polk at second, and she can score from there with her speed. 1 ball, no strike count to Ayers. Left-handed hitter, open stance. She'll stride towards the pitcher. This one popped over the left fielder's head. Get back, off the wall. Pope is rounding third. She'll never be caught at home. They'll hold it up as they hit the relay man. And a big-time double for Halen Ayers as she continues to hit over 600. Matter of fact, it was 605 before that hit. She's now at second in scoring position with 1 out. L.K. Prater, the Delta State signee, coming up there. Prater has 16 RBIs, and she has 3 home runs. Prater hitting .400. Howe's pitch, the right-hander fires, a swing and fouled off. And good old shin guards as it comes off the catcher's shin guards. I know Pickett appreciates those. Oh, 1 pitch with a runner at second and 1 out. Prater got out in front of that one, hit it hard down the third baseline, and I'm not so sure Sprinkle's got a great glove. That one might have got by, but it was way too foul as she got a little too far out in front of it. So now in the hole, 0-2, having to guard the plate against a good fastball pitcher, Lainey Howe, the senior. Third baseman backed up a step or two after that one. Now she steps up, and that one got her on the corner. Prater strikes out for the second out in the inning. Raines will come up there playing first base today. First strikeout for Howe. Raines takes one on the inside corner, and that would have been tough to have hit. Raines hitting .276 on the season. She'll be followed by Fair, the pitcher, if needed. Fair out in the on-deck circle, taking her swings. Here's one drilled, but to the first baseman. She'll go 3-U. That's unassisted for the third out. But USJ picked up 1 big run on 2 hits and had 1 person left on base. The end of 1 full inning of play. USJ 1 and Tipton Rosemark nothing. We'll be back with the second inning after this.
At Kaufman's, we offer quality name-brand home furnishings at very competitive prices. Expect outstanding customer service from Kaufman's appliance specialists. Visit our showroom to see the Kaufman's difference. Relax, you're home.
At Chuck Hutton Nissan, every vehicle's on the clock because our goal is simple. No car stays on the lot for more than 21 days. That's right, 21 days to find a buyer, make a deal, and move it on down the road. That means larger inventory, more incentives, and faster deals. If it's on the lot, it's going fast because at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson, 21 days is the goal. Come see us at Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 82 on Van Drive, Jackson.
Dream. $5 in an old lumber shed and opened Deaton Drug Barn on East College. I work long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream because your dream can come true.
Crowell up there in the top of the second to go against Emerson Fair. Fair's pitch outside. That one had a little juice, but she was aiming outside, but it went a little too far. Bob Euchre would say, just a little bit outside, and y'all know what that means from the Major League movies. A little more than Emerson Fair wanted, so she's behind 1 ball, no strikes here in the top of the second. Crowell fouls that one off, makes it 1-1. Haley Crowell, an 8th grader, comes in hitting .488. She's been wearing the softball out. Left-handed hitter is able to handle the bat and have good placement. Wears number 33. She'll be followed by Reagan Chapman. And the pitch, maybe a little low. Interesting call. 2 balls, 1 strike. Y'all know what I'm saying when I say interesting call. Fair with the 2-1 pitch from the circle. Popped up. First baseman Raines takes it, gloves it, puts that hand over it. There's 1 out in the inning. Reagan Chapman coming up there. Wears number 88. Now, I've got Chipman on this, and it is Chipman. I see where I got a roster off of Max Preps. You can't always trust Max Preps. It's Chipman, Reagan Chipman, right-handed hitter. Chipman hitting .302. And again, Reagan Chipman. Fouls this one straight back. Thought I had my first catch of the year coming. I got to remember to bring my fish net to stick it out there and catch those things. Exciting parts, like Harry Carey said. There's nothing like fun at the old ballpark. And USJ softball is the right place to be. USJ leads 1-0. Wynn has picked back up again. Emerson Fair on the mound, going against Reagan Chipman. And boy, that one was a dandy, a cutter right there on the outside. I mean, it cut the dotted line on the outside of that plate. No balls, 2 strikes to Chipman. Chipman just an 8th grader. They've got a really young team. They start 3 8th graders a lot of times at Tipton Rosemark. Just like Joel Ayers, Coach Sanfrantello does a great job over there, and he's also AD. Joel is also a basketball coach. Here's one hit to right field. It's trouble. If it's fair, it is foul by a foot. And I'm going to tell you what, that's one of those that we would have played track meet and we'd been running all day if it had been fair and gotten by Sykes. But Sykes did a great job of getting over there. Just couldn't get it while it was in the air, but great effort. Wind picks up a little bit, blowing out towards center, and gusts mostly, though, so it'll die at times. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch from the circle. Swung on and missed for the 4th strikeout. That's 4 strikeouts for Emerson Fair. I'll tell you what now, Tipton Rosemark swings. It's better to swing and go down than to take that 3rd strike and get caught looking. Right-handed hitter comes to the plate, really crowding, and then with the open stance takes the front foot away a little bit, steps in. Of course, that's number 9, Zadie Rayburn. Rayburn, a very good basketball player also. This one hit out into the gap. It's going to fall and be a base hit, and that equals the total. A little bit of indecision, and it fell between Sykes and Polk. So Rayburn on with a hit here in the 2nd and 2 outs. Brentley Rogers up there wears number 6. And our stats today, compliments of Max Preps for USJ. Theirs is the Game Changer official stats. Swing and a miss. So a runner at first, 2 outs. With the ping of the bat or the aluminum sound, whatever you want to say about the sound, the runner will be off. And there's another strike. And I'm going to tell you what, Emerson Fair working that outside corner quite well right now. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. In at first, 3rd just a step ahead of the bag, not even a full step. Straight away in the outfield. Wind blowing out, strike 3, and that one is a caught looking. And we'll put CL in a strikeout, the 5th strikeout. And at the end of 1 1/2 innings of play, USJ 1, Tipton Rosemark nothing. We'll take a timeout from USJ Softball and the Worthy Road Studios Network. Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
We're back with cloudy or overcast skies if you prefer. Emerson Fair, the pitcher, stepping up there. She'd like to get on, then get a courtesy runner. There's one fouled off. Tipton Rosemark has left 2 runners on. We have left 1 on. We have 2 hits. They have 1. That ties the amount of hits that they had in the first contest, which wound up USJ winning 2-0. Open stance by Fair. Here's the right-hander's pitch, fouled off. Laney Howe, the senior, on the mound. She's got 14 pitches she's thrown. The 0-2 pitch from the circle. Just missing outside. Fair looked that one over quite well, and she knew it wasn't a strike. Multi-talented athlete that can also play first base. Howe's pitch. Drilled on the ground, but right down that line, the first baseman. Chipman steps on it, and it's 3-U for an unassisted put out. 1 out in the inning. Reesan Sykes coming up to the plate. She's in right field. Does a great job defensively. Right-handed hitter. 1 out in the inning. 16 pitches by Howe. Her 17th pitch inside. Sykes wearing number 5. Leans back just a little bit on that one. Sykes a sophomore. USJ a pretty young team too. That one inside also. Been getting some good play out of freshmen like Ella Davis. And, of course, Parker Nichols threw a great game the other day. She's just an 8th grader. Had a couple of hits. Here's the 2-ball pitch. That one is right over that inside corner of the umpire. I like the way this young man throws that hand up there and lets you know when he doesn't take a light year to make a decision. He's doing good. 2-1 pitch on the way from Howe. High and inside. Let's see if they green light Sykes or if Coach has got her taken. I know Coach Todd, and that says something about my hitting, used to make me take in this position. So did Mr. Ullman. Anyway, they're not here. Joel's coaching at third and doing a great job. It's a base hit. I can tell you it's going to get down. She's going to have to really hustle. The right fielder came up to throw, but threw it over. And she might have had a play, but Sykes is on with a base hit. Ella Davis coming up there. Davis hitting 300 right on the nose. There's a strike to her. Now, this is trivial stuff, and I'm not doing it, but there used to be a show on Channel 13 out of Memphis called Savad, your monster of ceremonies. That's Davis spelled backwards. And sometimes from Coach you get a lot of useless trivia. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. .23 pitches thrown by Howe going into the second inning at this point. That one just missing outside, and we'll tell you what, Davis showed discipline and a good eye then. I've seen a lot of slap hitters that would have tried to poke that one into left field. Not a good pitch either, the way it was thrown to hit out there. It was a tempting pitch, 2-1 the count. Howe is ready. She throws it and has some juice on it. The throw, they may have said did she get tagged in the top of the head? They say it got her. Interesting. Caught stealing, 2 outs. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We don't have the runners on, so we can't say the deuces are wild. Davis trying to protect her at bat. Fouls this one off and makes them dance over dugout way. Tegan Timberlake, wearing number 1, like I said, she did a little hop, skip, and a jump. Evidently has some good dance moves in addition to being a great softball player. 2-2 pitch again. Davis is ready. Howe's ready. Here it comes. And swing and a strikeout. Okay, no, the umpire, and he was demonstrative, said it was a foul. Coach Sanfrantello is going to come out, and the umpires will confer. So we'll hear, I wished I had some Jeopardy music right now. We go da 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 da. You always need Jeopardy music for when there's a conversation. Okay, as a strikeout, not handled cleanly. A runner made it safely to first. So Davis is on first. Tegan Timberlake coming up to the plate. Timberlake hitting .340. Right-handed hitter. Crowds the plate just a little. Stance balanced up at the front of the box, and that one is right on that corner for a strike. I didn't wait for the umpire. I called it myself, but he was right. No balls, 1 strike, a runner at first. Hit fouled in the box. Now, Howe still gets credit for the strikeout on that, but there's no put out. And actually on the strikeouts, when you're scoring it, the catcher's the one, if there was a put out, would have got it if he had held it. And if you have to throw to first, the first baseman would get the put out. That one is a strike, and strike 3 ends that inning. There was no runs. There was 1 hit, 1 left. At the end of 2 complete innings of play, USJ 1, Tipton Rosemark Academy nothing. We'll take a timeout on the Worthy Road Studio BallGame Blitz and USJ Softball Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
12 years and 0 worries. That's what you get with McCoy's Heating & Air's limited time 12-year warranty offer. We're so confident in our Daikin systems, we're giving you 12 full years of parts and labor coverage absolutely free until September 30th. McCoy's Heating & Air, where quality meets confidence. Call today for your free proposal.
Top of the second, and a 1-0 game with USJ in the lead. Brentley Rogers leads this one off. Going against the left-handed Emerson Fair. That pitch should have been, and it is, a strike 1. 0-1 count. Brentley Rogers hitting .357. She's a junior. So she's a good stick at the plate. Right-handed hitter back deep in the box. That back foot planted on the back of the chalk line. Swing and a miss. That one was a rise ball. There's no doubt about that one. Looking good, too. Of course, we use yellow softballs because they say it's easier to pick it up, and it comes at you. A 77-mile-per-hour softball pitch is the equivalent of a 97-mile-an-hour baseball pitch. And there is another strikeout. We're in the top of the third. This one moving right along. So Rogers strikes out, brings Sprinkle up there at the top of the order, left-handed hitter. Lola Sprinkle, a senior, 429. Very talented hitter at the plate. Got to play her honestly to all fields. Play the bunt, play the slap, but she can hit away too. Fair's ready with the 1-out pitch. Popped up. Taking charge, no problems, Timberlake. So they're 2 away in the inning. Put the little half circle over 5 for the 2nd out, and it brings up Peyton Sykes. It was a strikeout victim her last time up, 0 for 1. Sykes, a left-handed hitter. Now she spells her Sykes with a Y, our Sykes at USJ with an I. That pitch outside. Prater tried to influence the umpire with a little movement of the old mitt. Did a good job trying to frame it and move it. People used to call that jerking the mitt. I haven't heard that term, though, in a long time. The 1-ball pitch. That one high. That one may have gotten away from Emerson a little bit, so she's behind in the count 2-0. She's thrown 38 pitches so far. Long series of signs from Joel Ayers over in the dugout. The 2-0 pitch on its way, swung on and missed, making it 2-1. Peyton Sykes hitting .333. Wind blowing out again, and it's blowing out, not in, to left center, whips back to straight center sometimes. Here's the pitch. Oh, just missing. It runs the count to 3-1. Now remember, Emerson walked Sprinkle back in the first. 3-1 count. Let's see if she comes down Main Street with the pitch. And makes her put the ball in play. And walked her. So the second walk, and that puts a runner at first with 2 outs, bringing Lainey Howe up there, the pitcher. Howe Sr. can help herself in this position. And again, USJ leading 1-0. Does not want to let a ground ball get through the infield, at least knock it down and make a play on it. Pitch to Howe, and the runner was going then. Howe fouls it off. Coach Sanfrantello helped by Kim Maxwell and Mark Maxwell for Tipton Rosemark. Of course, Brandon Polk, our assistant. There's the pitch. Prater throws from the down position, and she got Sykes stealing, and that wasn't even close for the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. And at the end of 2.5 innings of play, USJ won. Tipton Rosemark nothing. We're going to take a timeout on the USJ Softball Network in the BallGame Blitz.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's at the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
When your home needs attention, experience matters. For over 70 years, families have trusted Garrett Plumbing and Heating to keep their homes comfortable, running smoothly, and ready for the seasons ahead. From cooling installation and maintenance to dependable plumbing repairs, our team brings generations of knowledge into every home we serve. When you want work done right and done with care, call Garrett Plumbing and Heating. 731-668-3339. That's 731-668-3339.
Kinsley Brady, the left fielder, leading off the bottom of the 3rd. USJ holding a 1-run lead. Howe's pitch hit on the ground but foul. At that time, Tipton Rosemark had it defensed well. Brady had a good idea trying to slap it to left field. Now in the hole with a 0-1 count. Fouled it off. 32 pitches thrown by Howell into the bottom of the 3rd. Fouled off again. Brady hanging tough, and with 2 strikes, an 0-2 count, she's got to guard the plate. Lainey Howell, the fine senior pitcher for Tipton Rosemark. Emerson Fair, junior for USJ. Both pitching quite well in this contest. That pitch high, worked her for a ball. Still got to guard that plate because you're behind 1-2, and anytime you've got 2 strikes, you must guard the plate. Polk on deck. This one, and a leaping catch and a good job by Sprinkle on a line drive. And Brady tattooed that one, but unfortunately it's the first out. If that one had gotten over her head, she could still be running. Sprinkle again with the good catch. That brings up Maddie Polk, who's 1 for 1 and scored the game's only run. Halen Ayers on deck. She drove in, has the RBI on that 1 run. That one is way inside. Now you saw Polk, the slap hitters, you watch their footwork as they work up the line. And it is an art to be a slap hitter. Left-handers can do it. That one outside, you go inside, out a lot of times on your pitching. 2 balls, no strikes. Maddie Polk, who's 1 for 1 today, and a run scored going against Howe. A good battle here. That one low, 3-0. Now, Howe does not want to put Polk on, who is very capable of running. I don't believe she's been caught this year stealing bases. Her and Halen Ayers both, I think, are perfect on steals when they go. That one a strike. Polk knew it, but she went ahead and took her steps, measured them well. 3-1 the count, 1 out, no runners on. Old Glory blowing hard out to left, center, and center. Here's one. Will it stay up in the air long enough? No, it won't. The left fielder bobbles it, and she's going to go to second. Now, if Southern League terms, you would score that a single and an error. They may give her a double, and we'll wait for the official scoring on that one. The thing we do know is Polk is at second base. Brings up Halen Ayers. And they are going to score a double, so we're going to score a double. Runner in scoring position, 1 out, Halen Ayers, who had a big double her last time at bat. You see the open stance, but watch her stride towards Howe. She's bunting, and it's going to be tough to get her. They come up throwing, and Ayers is safe with a base hit. Now she'll get in a run down, and Polk will cheat up, and she'll score. And they dive at Ayers. Did they get her? And the umpire says that she's out, but it does get the run home. So Maddie Pope has scored both runs. And you had a single, and that is an official single. And you had a run down out.
Number 2, L.K. Prater.
L.K. Prater up there. 2 outs in the inning. L.K.'s 0 for 1. Has the open stance. She's very capable of plating it. She's hit 3 of them out of the ballpark this year. Drills one, but again, Sprinkle with the magic glove over there. That's her second line drive catch for the 3rd out. But there was 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And at the end of 3 full innings of play, USJ 2, Tipton Rosemark nothing. We'll be back on the Worthy Road Studios and BallGame Blitz Network and YouTube after this.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Does shelter insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
Ready for the top of the fourth. It's 78 degrees here under cloudy skies. The clouds are trying to break a little bit. They said at 6 we were supposed to have some sunshine, but there's not much here. But, you know, the weathermen are kind of like sometimes me calling balls and strikes. I'm more accurate. Fair on the mound for her fourth inning of work. This one drilled. Davis couldn't come up with it. It's going to get by for a base hit. And Howe, who was at the plate, returns and puts herself on first. Let's see if they pinch run for. You can have a courtesy runner. Pickett coming up there. Pickett, the catcher, hitting .290, a sophomore. It looks like they're going to let Howe run for herself. 2-0 game, right-handed hitting. Pickett up there. Second and short at double play depth. First and third in. I would say Ayers will handle the tag if they're stealing. Here's one off the handle of the bat. Umpire did a good thing, stepped out there, checked with the hitter to make sure she's okay, and checked to see where the ball was fouled off. So an 0-1 count. Coach Sanfrantello coming up. And I know he talked to his hitter, may have asked the umpire a question too. 0-1 count. Runner at first. Should be Howe, the pitcher. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one a strike, so it's 0-2. This one hit deep, but way foul and falls harmlessly to earth. 6 strikeouts so far by Emerson Fair. Still count 0-2 with that runner at first. Approximately 46 pitches unofficially. We'll get caught up on it and tell you exactly. Here's one drill to the first baseman, Raines. It gets through for a base hit. And now the throw to third should be a tag, and the runner is, as Reverend Voigtman used to say, you're a dead duck at third. And Reverend Voigtman was an umpire of legendary status here. Base hit, and the first out of the inning on a great throw from the right fielder to the third baseman. But a base hit. So 2 hits in the inning. 1 out, still a runner at first. Should be a courtesy runner over at first. And the hitter is number 33. That's Haley Kroll, hitting .488 coming into this game. Kroll is 0 for 1. She'll be followed by Reagan Chipman. Just 1 out in the inning, 1 ball count. Infield at double play depth again. Left-handed hitter up there. She was going to slap, and there's a peg that chases the runner back. Now, Prater's got a good, strong arm. You saw her throw a runner out from her knees a moment ago down at second base in the previous inning. Timberlake getting signals from Coach Ayers about where he wants her position. 1-1. When it fouls it Now it'll be a 1-ball, 2-strike count. That doesn't mean the bunt is off, but you can change to the slap, and if you foul it off, you don't get called for a bunting foul. Left-handed hitter up there. This is Kroll. And she went around, and that is the 7th strikeout. 2 outs in the inning. Reagan Chipman up there. She was a strikeout victim her last time up. Wears number 88. 8th grader with a nice 302 average, though. A little under that now after that last strikeout. Fair's got 52 pitches. Over 4 innings, that's about about 13, and it is 13 per inning. From the circle. Umpire wanted to, but he said just a wee bit low. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. This one hit to right field. Sykes comes on hard. Sykes makes a snow cone catch, showing that old softball for the 3rd out. It's still an out. It's stuck in there. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 person left on base at the end of 3.5 innings of play. USJ has a 2-0 lead over Tipton Rosemark. Let's take a timeout on the network.
At Chuck Hutton Nissan, every vehicle's on the clock because our goal is simple. No car stays on the lot for more than 21 days. That's right, 21 days to find a buyer, make a deal, and move it on down the road. That means larger inventory, more incentives, and faster deals. If it's on the lot, it's going fast because at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson, 21 days is the goal. Come see us at Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 82 on Van Drive, Jackson.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And 1, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
In the bottom of the 4th for USJ, Lauren Range will lead it off, followed by Fair, and then Sykes, who made that outstanding catch. This one drilled. It'll get down, and it bounced. It's a hit. The umpire out there hustling, signaling. I like this young man behind the plate. He hustled and got all over it. So Range with a big hit gets something going. They can have a courtesy runner. Well, she's playing first today. She was catching other. Can't have a courtesy runner. You out. Chip. A little. Fielded in the box. Boy, Sprinkle is active over there for them. Lola Sprinkle, great senior 3rd baseman. Good glove, good bat for Tipton Rosemark. Wind whipping up towards left center now. Some young men out there enjoying the game from left center field. Fouled off, so Fair hanging tough with 2 strikes on her, and she's got to guard that plate. Not a Kodachrome moment, but we have a young man with a Nikon. The pitch. It's going to be a base hit all the way. Short. We've got runners at first and second. No outs. Let's see if we see the courtesy runner for Emerson Fair. who he waved off a courtesy runner and going to keep fair in there. Bunt goes foul. Sykes bunting. She was definitely going for the sacrifice. Resend Sykes. Singled the last time up but got caught stealing, but she has played a great game. Thrown a runner out, fielded a tough fly ball. And I do mean tough. First and third ready to come to the plate to field a bunt. We're bunting again. It's down. Pitcher's going to get it. The only play will be to first. It's a sacrifice, which advances the runner. 1-4. That's pitcher to second baseman covering. And now with one out, Ella Davis up there. Ella 0 for 1 in this contest. Wears number 20. Howe at 49 pitches through 4 innings, not a complete inning yet. She bunts, but it's foul. Raines made a bluff up that line. She wasn't coming because the bunt came down this way and Sprinkle could have grabbed it and tagged her. No force play. You got to tag them out at home plate if they come to that. Davis hitting with 1 out and 1 strike. Runners in scoring position at second and third. Center fielder has come way in. Davis played a lot last year as a 8th grader. That pitch misses. Davis is a freshman now. Came into the game hitting 300, slightly under that right now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 runners on. Howe on the mound. The right-hander wanting to get that second strike on Davis. Davis looks it over. It comes to the plate, fouls it off. It's 1-2. Now, with this being a pitcher's count, let's see if she throws a temptation pitch or goes straight after getting Ella Davis. Remember, only 1 out. Wind whipping up. Davis wants to protect that plate and make contact or either get a pitch that she could feel comfortable taking for a ball. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Outside. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on, but only 1 out in the inning. Raines at third. Fair at second. Howe to bring her 53rd pitch to the plate, or actually the 54th. And it's going to be a foul ball. Sprinkle fields it, throws it back to her pitcher. So we'll be ready for pitch number 55 here in the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 lead USJ. Tipton Rosemark wanting. Laney Howe on the mound. Has thrown 54 pitches. The 55th on the way. Fouled off. And it will hit the bat. Error or I'll tell you, Ella's unselfish. She doesn't care how she gets a lot of pitches. So 2 outs in the inning.
Number 1, Tegan Timberlake.
Tegan Timberlake comes to the plate. She's 0 for 1 in this contest. She'll step out. Took a look down the third baseline, loosening up. Let's see if we see a lot of fastballs out of the pitcher Howe this time. 2 runners on with 2 outs. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Laney Howe, the senior pitcher, ready, got her sign. Comes to the plate. This one, a screaming foul ball. That evens the count at 1-1. Close ball game. The 2 top teams in the district playing today. USJ already has. Drilled up the middle. That'll get down. 1 run is going to score. Center fielder makes a strong throw to the plate. And advancing to second after that RBI single. Tegan Timberlake with a big RBI then. She goes to second. Rain scores. Fair is at third. And that brings up the top of the order. Kinsley Brady, who's 0 for 2, but has made contact both times up there. Usually a slap hitter when she comes up there from the left side. Walking up, that one is outside. That should be the 60th pitch by Howell, meaning she is on task right now to throw at least 60 pitches through 4 innings, maybe more. The 1-ball, no strike pitch with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Hit up the middle. Will it get through? It does. Another run is scored, and a good piece of hitting by Kinsley Brady. She gets an RBI single. We'll have first and third, and we'll see if they steal on it.
Number 11,
Maddie Polk, who is 2 for 2 and scored twice, coming up to the plate. Halen Ayers on deck. Fair scores, gets a chance to rest a little bit in the dugout, and Coach Johnny Sanfrantello is going to come out of the dugout and talk to his pitcher, who has thrown 61 pitches so far. That's a little over 15 per inning now. And you really like to keep it 10 to 12 pitches if you can in an inning in softball. Don't forget to support our great sponsors of these USJ Lady Bruins softball contests. We're on YouTube today with it being fed back to the Facebook page of USJ and also the Worthy Road Studios BallGame Blitz baseball game also is on. And I haven't checked the score, but they had a pretty good one going on a while ago. They're playing a doubleheader, and Paul, I believe you have both those games. Okay. Run rule the first game. Was going tight there early, but USJ kind of became dominant in that game. And staying in after talking to it, maybe it was a mechanics thing or refocusing, but Lainey Howell will still be the pitcher. Giving up 4 runs now. USJ's got 4 runs. We'll check the number of hits, and I've got a rescoring. Both teams have committed 1 error. Walking up the line for a strike against Maddie Polk, who's 2 for 2 and 2 runs scored. Rains and Fair have scored the other runs. Rains getting a little breather over there, and that's a good thing. The pitch. Hit on the ground. It's going to get through. She's 3 for 3. She's got an RBI. The ball gets away. The runner from first is going to round the bases. Polk motoring or steaming into third. It's a hit and an error. But Maddie Polk has her 3rd hit. That's an E7, and Halen Ayers has come up there. Timberlake has scored. It's a 5-0 game here in the 4th as USJ has broken it open with 3 big ones here in the, well, let's recount my runs. 1, 2, 3. And it is 6-0. I have to count those runs a little more efficiently. Pitch on the outside, 2-ball count. They don't want to give Halen Ayers anything that she can yank out of here or tattoo. They'll try to jam her eventually in this at-bat. They've worked her outside. And that one they almost got in the wrong place, and it's fouled off down the line for a 2-1 count with Maddie Polk, the runner, at third. Unofficially 65 pitches by the pitcher Howe. The pitch to Ayers. Outside, 3-1. Let's see. They don't look like they're going to put her on automatically, so I would say that Halen Ayers has the green light right here. If it's close and she thinks she can do something with it, she will hit it. 3-1 count, 2 outs, runner at third. Howe's pitch from the circle. Fouled away, and that one, if we could have taken the slice off of it, it would have got out of here, folks. So it's now 3-2 count with 2 outs, a runner at third. Ayers has to protect the plate. You see that open stance with the heel on the outside part of that batter's box. Inside, it walks her. I call that one before the umpire did. He's done a good job. Not trying to. So Ayers on first with a walk. L.K. Prater comes up there. She's 0 for 2. She tattooed one who had Sprinkle made a great line drive catch on a while ago. Remember, she has 3 home runs. It's up in the air, but way out of play down the line. If it stays fair, it'd been at least a double. But it didn't. If a frog had a hip pocket, he'd tote a gun, carry credit cards, and have money too. What was it, Don Meredith? You say if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Howell, just about to come on the way. Fouled off, it's 0-2. Here's a good base runner. I don't believe the last stats I saw, she had not been thrown out stealing this year. Polk, a good runner at third. Here's the pitch outside. And I like the way Prater eyeballed it. And Ayers tried to draw a throw, but nobody was biting on that one because I guarantee you Matty Polk would have been standing or sliding on top of home plate. 2 runners on. There's people out there. 1-2 count. Prater ready for Howell's pitch. Drill, but foul. Boy, she's getting her cuts at it. Let's see what the strategy is. Well, they try to jam Prater or pitcher outside on this one. When I was coaching baseball, we used to keep charts on where each pitch that we called were for our pitchers. 1-2 the count, 2 outs, 2 runners on. It's high. High drama. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. The deuces are wild. And we're not playing cards either. We're playing softball. Ron Podesta would be proud of me. The 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Howell comes to the plate. High sky ball up. Sprinkle, the third baseman, who's a sure-handed glove person, takes that one for the 3rd out of the inning. But not before USJ picks up 4 big runs and leads 6-0 at the end of 4 innings of play. We'll be back for the top of the 5th on the USJ and BallGame Blitz Softball Network. Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
When your home needs attention, experience matters. For over 70 years, families have trusted Garrett Plumbing and Heating to keep their homes comfortable, running smoothly, and ready for the seasons ahead. From cooling installation and maintenance to dependable plumbing repairs, our team brings generations of knowledge into every home we serve. When you want work done right and done with care, call Garrett Plumbing and Heating. 731-668-3339. That's 731-668-3339.
We are back here at USJ's great softball field on the beautiful campus of USJ, going into the top of the 5th. 6-0 your score. It helps when you color in the little squares on my scorebook. Thank goodness that Game Changer and our great scoreboard reminded me that one run that scored I didn't box in. And looks like Zadie Rayburn, wearing number 9, junior, 324, very good basketball player also for Tipton Rosemark. That one just missing. 1 ball, no strike count. In the top of the 5th, Emerson Fair has gone all the way on the mound, as has Laney Howe for Tipton Rosemark. Fair has thrown 57 pitches. That one, great play out there by Brady because that ball just kept going, and she got it for the first out of the inning.
Number 6, Brentley Rogers.
Brentley Rogers coming up there. She's 0 for 1 in the contest. With one out, she'll be followed by Bailey Rogers. Brentley, a junior. Showed bunt, and I believe, yes, he said she offered, and that's strike one. Bailey Rogers is a freshman, but this is Brentley, the junior. And two basically young softball teams out there. The cores of both of these, they'll be fighting out for years here in the district. That one up in the air, Fair just gloves it, played it perfectly, and there's 2 outs in the inning. And she hasn't had to throw a lot of pitches in this one. She's at 58 pitches, and if she can get this young lady quickly, who just happens to be Bailey Rogers, the freshman, fouled off the small part of the handle of the bat. Good job of jamming her. Let's see where Rogers sets up, and this is Bailey Rogers, a little bit more off of the inside line of the right-handed batter's box. Timberlake in at third, swinging strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no runners on. Center field straight away, left field straight away. Right field Sykes a step or 2 towards that right field line and took a little off of it, and the old changeup fooled her. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base at the end of 4 1/2 innings of play. It's USJ 6, Tipton Rosemark nothing. We'll be back after this timeout on Worthy Road Studios and USJ Sports.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Hey folks, David McCoy here with my little buddy Gizmo. Hey, it's springtime outside and it's time to get those air conditioners ready for summertime. Join our Real McCoy's Club and get big discounts.
We are back. Lauren Range to lead off. The right-handed hitters 1 for 2, scored back in the 4th inning, where she led off the 4th. This one got under it a little more than she wanted to. The shortstop will take it and make the catch. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Peyton Sykes, their shortstop, who is a freshman, does a very good job there. One out in the inning, and this brings up Fair, who singled and scored the last inning. She's 1 for 2 on the day. To right field, this one's going to get down. It's like a flare, and then if it looked like a pool shot that kind of hit spinning and kicked in fair territory into the out of bounds territory or foul territory. Fair's on first. This time they will pinch run for her with the lead and field safe. Try to give her a little breathing space. We'll try to pick up and see who is going to run it. Looks like coming on to run will be Destiny Jarrett. Destiny, a senior, experience. She'll be at first with 1 out. That'll bring Reese-Ann Sykes, who's 0 for 1 of, well, actually, let's see. We'll get it straight here in a minute. She's 1 for 1. Takes a strike there. 1 for 1. She sacrificed her last time up. Pitcher to the second baseman covering. It was a good bunt. So the 0-1 pitch from the circle. Way outside. Sykes not biting on that one. Reese Ann Sykes, the sophomore, has improved her batting average today. Foul that one off the big hand. Didn't quite get the barrel of the bat out far enough, and it came off the handle above the hands. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Tipton Rosemark looking for the double play. Outfield is straight away. Wind blowing to left center. On deck is Davis. Here's the 1-2 pitch. High for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Jarrett running it first for fair. Courtesy runners for pitchers and catchers, so it doesn't count against the re-entry rule. The 2-2 pitch. Oh, got her out in front a little bit. I think she took a little off of it, and that's a strikeout. I think that's the 5th strikeout for Howe. 2 outs in the inning. Davis coming up there. Davis 0 for 2 today. She shows bunt, and they say she offered. Didn't get it back quite enough not to be counted as offering it a pitch. No balls, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 5th. USJ in their dark uniforms with the pinstripes. And to flag gusted up to about 20 then. Oh, here's one drilled up the middle. The runner's got to hurry, but didn't quite field it cleanly, but a base hit, a big one by Ella Davis. Runners at first and second for Tegan Timberlake, who had an RBI single in that last inning. Really did a good job at her at bat. She's 1 for 2 on the day. Howe at 85 pitches. We're in the 5th. Right-handed hitter. Kind of crowds the plate. This one may get down into right field. They're going to wave Jared home. Crow hop the throw, cut off by the pitcher. It's 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. And Jarrett running for fair has scored. Great piece of hitting by Tegan Timberlake. Davis is at 3rd and the top of the order up there. In the 4th, Kinsley Brady got a big base hit. It was well placed, a good piece of hitting. It's now 7-0 USJ with the lead. That one a good pitch just on the dotted line of the outside corner of the plate. Brady was probably wise to stay away from that one. It would have been tough to have placed that one. Got to pick your spots. Get a pitch you want. The 0-1 pitch. Hit, and the shortstop, couldn't snow cone it, and another run will score. And I'm going to be generous, and if the official scorer wants to argue with me, they can, and I'll 8-0. Polk, who's working on a perfect day so far today, scored twice. Walks up, it's a foul ball. I mean, not a foul ball, but a high pitch. I was looking back at my game changer, and they're going to score that one an error. Okay, I'll have to yield on that one. But, you almost had the snow cone effect. 2 runners on. No strikes. Now, game changer always a little behind what I'm telling you, but that's all right. It takes time to be transmitted through the airwaves. And people do a great job on our game changer. Plus, you get your official scoring from game changer. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Fouled off. Pope was definitely trying to work that left field line. Young lady will bring talent to the UTM softball program up there. And I think one of the players at Westview that you'll see, I think, later this week, Sarah Beth Byers has also signed and will play with the UTM squad. Okay, here we go. Back to the magic moment. Get your cards out. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on. The deuces are wild here, and let's see. Last time the deuces were wild, USJ produced 8-0 your score. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Polk, who has 2 hits. This one may stay up in the air too long. Left fielder gets under it for the 3rd out. It did. But 2 big runs scored. It's 8-0. We'll be back for the top of the 6th after this.
Hey folks, David McCoy here with my little buddy Gizmo. Hey, it's springtime outside and it's time to get those air conditioners ready for summertime. Join our Real McCoy's Club and get big discounts on all our repairs. Our techs are vocationally trained and can advise you on any replacement with a new Daikin air conditioner. Keeping customers cool for 45 years is what we do. So let the Real McCoy take care of all your air conditioning and plumbing needs.
At Kaufman's, we offer quality name brand home furnishings at very competitive prices. Expect outstanding customer service from Kaufman's appliance specialists. Visit our showroom to see the Kaufman's difference. Relax, you're home.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
We are back for the top of the 6th. USJ leading 8-0. 2 big runs added there in that bottom of the 5th. In the 6th, the top of the order, Lola Sprinkle, the fine third baseman who's made some outstanding plays, left-handed hitter, open stance. Let's see what she does with the softball this time against Emerson Fair. Fair's first pitch is a strike. 8-13-1 for USJ. Tipton Rosemark 0-2-3. Fair's 63rd pitch on the way. Prater tries to help it a little bit, but the umpire is steady, and he is right. Outfield of Brady, Polk, and Sykes. We'll get the infield for you in a minute. That one outside, 2-1. Infield of Raines, Davis, Ayers, Timberlake. Catching is Prater, and on the mound, Emerson Fair, who's only give up 2 hits. I think a couple of walks. And last count I had, she had struck out 8. That one came inside, and it should be a 3-1 count unless I messed up with the ball strike count, which is entirely possible. Yeah, okay. I have to watch. I use ink, and you can't erase sometimes. No, they're trying to help me out and make me feel better. This one's going to be a base hit, well placed by Sprinkle, who has done a little bit of everything for her team. So she's on it first, a threat to steal, as she did steal a base back in the first. Peyton Sykes coming up there. 66 pitches by Fair. Sykes is 0 for 1. Prater came up with that ball cocked in that right hand, ready to throw to second or try to pick the runner off. LK Prater has a good percentage on throwing people out, stealing, although Sprinkle did steal. Sprinkle got a big lead testing her that time. Rain showed a little action towards first. Timberlake active at third. Even trailing 8-0. A lot of spirit out of the Tipton Rosemark dugout. Fair's pitch from the circle. That one with a little extra mustard rise ball, but it was drifting outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. no outs in the inning. Tipton Rosemark would love to strike here with the wind blowing out towards center and left center, whipping around with the gust. Straight away in the outfield. The 2-1 pitch missed outside, 3-1. First time this inning, Fair has been behind a couple of times to hitters in this inning of the two that's been up there at the plate. Really needs to come with the one right down the middle. Didn't give in through the fastball. I think it's going to get caught in foul territory. There's Brady making a long run. And, folks, this is like running cross country to get that one for the first out. Great job by her in foul territory. One out, and that's going to bring up Howe, who can help her cause. Howe, the senior, came into this contest batting .365. Had a single her last time up. According to, and they may have given that an error on that I scored her a single, and that's what they evidently did. I'll check the official score. I thought it was a solid base hit myself. Swing and a miss, and she was going for the downs on that one. With the wind blowing out, she makes contact. That one might have flown. I would have had to say back like that, but did not make contact. 0-1, one out. Runner at first to Sprinkle. Foul straight back. I had no chance, and neither did the players on the field. No ball, 2-strike count with one out, a runner at first. Fair's got her sign, comes to the plate, comes inside with that. May have lost focus a little bit on that one. The hitter squared like a bunt and then drew back. She's not bunting. This is purely a disconcerting method. If she bunts with 2 strikes, if it goes foul, she's out. Let's see if she draws back. Yeah, she's drawing back, slid the hand down. Got out in front of that one, fouled out of the ballpark. Deep, just a long, noisy strike. No, the balls, softballs don't talk to me. You could hear the sound. You got to watch those noisy strikes. We have a lot of fun up here. The press box, what a great place to be. I'd almost pay, but I wouldn't tell Paul that to come up here and work with these guys. This one popped up in the infield. Rain says, I got it. And she gloves it, takes it. There's 2 outs in the inning. Rains takes the fly. And Lauren Pickett, the catcher, she's 1 for 2 in the contest. Has done a great job catching. She's braver than I am. When she was warming their pitcher up, she warmed her up on the side over there without the mask. And there's one. Prater sent it down there, but she was upset with herself because she didn't get it higher. But she let Sprinkle know, I will throw it in behind you too. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, a runner at first. Lauren Pickett, the catcher, batting. Boy, that one, and that was the Von Ryan Express. Old mitt popped. It came hard, fast, and over that outside edge. Tough pitch to deal with, but it was a strike. 1-1. Outfield still straight away. Popped up in the air out in the left center. Let's see, Pope. And one person left on base at the end of, or at the end of 5.5 innings of play. It's USJ 8, Tipton Rosemark 6, with USJ coming to bat in the bottom of the 6.
When your home needs attention, experience matters. For over 70 years, families have trusted Garrett Plumbing and Heating to keep their homes comfortable, running smoothly, and ready for the seasons ahead. From cooling installation and maintenance to dependable plumbing repairs, our team brings generations of knowledge into every home we serve. When you want work done right and done with care, call Garrett Plumbing and Heating. 731-668-3339. That's 731-668-3339.
At Chuck Hutton Nissan, every vehicle's on the clock because our goal is simple. No car stays on the lot for more than 21 days. That's right, 21 days to find a buyer, make a deal, and move it on down the road. That means larger inventory, more incentives, and faster deals. If it's on the lot, it's going fast because at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson, 21 days is the goal. Come see us at Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 82 on Van Drive, Jackson.
Change in pitching here in the bottom of the 6th. And we'll see who they have brought on. And that looks like 00. That would be Riley Chipman, and it is. So Chipman on. Howe went 5 innings, gave up 13 hits, 8 runs. She struck out 5. So Riley Chipman, who is an 8th grader, not a bad hitter either. She hits 400. Nice smooth motion. I don't know what all pitches, but usually they'll have a fastball, a changeup, possibly a rise ball. Don't know if she has a curve or a screwball. And yes, you can throw a screwball with a softball. Halen Ayers leads it off. Ayers walked her last time up. We're in the 6th. L.K. Prater on deck. Chipman's first pitch. Misses outside. That was more of a temptation pitch to see. And sometimes as a pitcher, you kind of feel your way out. It was outside and took a little off of that one. And Ayers has tattooed that one. It's gone. Get out of here. Goodbye. That's all she wrote. Home run, 9-0 your score. If Ayers could get another bat, which she probably won't do, she could, if she had a triple, she could have hit for the cycle today. And she gets her own RBI for that. L.K. Prater, who's capable of doing the same exact thing. Teammates for Tipton Rosemark do a wise thing to surround the young pitcher who's going to be a good one, Riley Chipman. Give her encouragement and say, hey, we're going to field behind you. You just keep throwing strikes. L.K. Prater up there looking. Well, she's just getting out in front. She's hitting the ball hard. There's nothing wrong with what she's doing. She's just out in front and pulling a lot of them foul. Wants to have just a slight uppercut and drive the ball. The umpire says a little low, so 1-1 the count. Prater's getting her timing on the pitcher. There is a little speed difference. I think Hal threw a little bit harder. So you got to adjust. 1-1 pitch coming from Chipman. Well, she held it a little longer than I thought. Here she comes. This one drilled, but again, out in front just a little more. Left fielder couldn't got to it. And somebody down there, we need to give them a contract like they used to at Braves and Cardinals game for catching that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Prater wanting to guard the plate. You know she would like to get all of one and drive it out of here. Can't be anxious. You just got to make contact. The 1-2 pitch is on its way from the circle. Drilled, a base hit down the line, and we're nice cutoff by the left fielder, Rogers. And the ball gets away, and Prater slides in there. We're going to go ahead and score it a double. And the end of the game run is actually at second base with no outs. 10-run rule would be in effect. We're in the 6th inning. It's 9-0. Raines could end this game with 1 swing of the bat if it's a base hit or an error. And then again, Tipton Rosemark plays good enough defense. They've held us to only 1 base several times on things. Emerson Fair in the on-deck circle. And they're going to put reins on to get to Fair. That puts the force back in effect at first, second, or third. There's no outs. Tipton Rosemark at double play depth at short and second. Looks like, let's see if third steps up. Sprinkle, a very good glove lady. First baseman is up a little bit. Fair, a base hit, will score a run. And she tattooed it, and it's over the other fence, but the wrong fence. It's a foul ball. Emerson Fair was ready to end this game with one swing of the bat. So there's no balls, one strike on Fair. Reesan Sykes is up next. Fair with that open stance will stride towards the pitcher, Chipman. And Chipman jams her with an inside pitch, so she can't extend those arms. Runners at first and second, Rains at first. Prater, who's got good speed for a catcher, at second. Actually, she's got good speed for any position she plays. Plays a mean third base, too. It'll be interesting to see what Delta State does with her. The 1-1 pitch fouled off. Now Fair's got to guard the plate. You saw the big uppercut then. She really got under that one trying to drive it, and it was low enough that hitting is an art, and there's so much adjustment that has to happen. That's the reason I used to love Rod Carew. He always adjusted however anybody, he and Tony Oliva. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Foul tipped. And she is out, so 1 out. Fair, that counts as a strikeout. That's the first strikeout for Chipman. 1 out in the inning. Runners at first and third. That was very smart on Prater's part to advance when they threw in. And Rains, I honestly believe she was signaled to draw a throw, or either she thought it was a good play to get runners at first and third. For Tipton Rosemark, the all-important run is the 1 at third, and the same for USJ. That run gets home, and this game is over. Popped up. Will they tag Prater? She's quick enough. Oh, she got a dandy jump. This ball game is over as she slides in. So a sacrifice fly. And the 10th run scores. 10-run rule game in the 6th. USJ 10, Tipton Rosemark nothing. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout and come back and wrap this game up with final stats and important things you want to know. And USJ wins 10-0. We'll be back on the USJ Softball Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Personalize your style at Kaufman's Design Center. From fabric to finish, you choose the details so it's made to order just for you. Consult with a Kaufman's Design Team expert today. Relax, you're home.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, or not. Shop the largest used car inventory.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. With these fools. And 1, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Back after a run rule 10-0 game that came in the bottom of the sixth against a very tough and the team that could have tied USJ for first had they won. They're now in second. USJ not won it all yet, but they do have a commanding lead in the district play right now. Halen Ayers and Maddie Polk both had 3 hits today. Ayers had a solo homer. Polk scored the first 2 runs by USJ, and Ayers hit that solo home run to center field in the 6th inning, doubled in the 1st inning, and singled in the 3rd. And USJ Bruins opened the scoring in the 1st after Ayers double scoring Polk. University School of Jackson's Lady Bruins added 1 run in the 3rd. Ayers singled to the left side of the infield, making the score 2-0. 2 more USJ runs came in when in the 6th inning to extend the lead to 10-0. I'm doing the quick synopsis of it. And Reesan Sykes' sacrifice fly drove in that last run. She had a great night. She had 2 sacrifices on the night plus a base hit. Emerson Fair earned the win for the University School of Jackson. Allowed 3 hits, no runs over 6 innings, struck out 8, walking 2. Howe took the loss for Tipton Rosemark. She went 5 innings, surrendered 8 of those runs on 13 hits, striking out 5 and only walking 1. And USJ tallied 15 hits. Ayers and Maddie Polk, as we told you, collected 6 hits, 3 apiece. Lady Bruins, of course, Emerson Fair and Teagan Timberlake collected multiple hits. Rayburn, Sprinkle, and Pickett all collected 1 hit for Tipton Rosemark. We'll get the line score and a couple of other stats and then wrap this ball game up. Tipton Rosemark, no runs, 3 hits. They committed 3 errors. University School of Jackson, 10 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. And if my stats are correct, everyone in the USJ lineup had 1 hit. Doubles by Ayers, Prater, and Polk. Home run Ayers. Fair threw 79 pitches, 57 of them were strikes, faced 22 batters. We told you for Tipton Rosemark, Sprinkle, Pickett, and Rayburn had their 3 hits. And 2, they walked twice. Howe went 5 innings, 13 runs, 8 hits, 5 of those were earned, 1 base on balls, 5 strikeouts. Chipman went 2/10 of an inning. Gave up 2 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned runs. She walked 1 and struck out 1. Howe threw 93 pitches, 66 of them for strikes. Chipman threw 11 pitches, 8 of them were strikes. Howe faced 29 batters, Chipman 5. USJ wins this important district contest and will play TCA tomorrow, and we will have that game either on the YouTube or on the Facebook or even both tomorrow when the USJ Lady Bruins play the TCA or Trinity Christian Academy Lady Lions. For Caleb, who did such a fantastic job. And, folks, he's like this guy. He needs about 8 arms like an octopus because he has that many tasks going on at the same time. Paul Schultze, our executive producer, was here and put his magic touch also on the broadcast. Some great camera shots. Support our sponsors. Please tell them you heard about them on USJ Lady Bruins Softball. And it's time for us to utter those famous words. Thanks for your time this time till tomorrow on this network. Good night, all.
Hey folks, David McCoy.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports, Union University, Bethel College, and USJ. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports